We got married July 14th, 1990, and honeymooned in San Diego, California. And if you had asked me then, I never would have imagined that we'd be back here after having gone through what we did.
We were both involved in things at church, and not together, but both, we were together at church, that things were fine. I was just unaware.
Bill was getting ready for his missions trip to China, and I had wanted to get back to California and just really loved it. And he had said that I will never again live in California, because he did while he was in college, and just said, nope, I'm not going back there. And I thought, well, okay, he doesn't have to, I will. And so I started looking into the possibility of a job in Santa Monica. And when he got back from China, then I said, okay, I'm going to go to California, and I'm gonna look into this job possibility. And you said you would never go to California, so that's okay. I'm gonna go. A few days after Bill gets back from China, I'm going to go out to San Diego and run up to LA and do an interview in Santa Monica. I'd already done the phone interview, and they said, if you're ever out, then come on by. And I just saw this is God putting all this together. I was going to make my way to California, and it was going to be great. I really thought at the time that I was going to go to Santa Monica, I was going to interview, I was going to get this job, and I was going to leave my husband. There wasn't anything worth salvaging. It was so much easier with him out of the country, and I was self-sufficient, and I was going to go to California and make a new life. I got to California, and it was through the grace of God that against my own wishes, I opened up to a couple of really key people. I was able to really realize that things were not beyond repair, things were not unredeemable. And as awful as they seemed, and as clueless as Bill seemed, things were not beyond repair. So I actually called him from California, from San Diego, and told him that I really felt like God had spoken to me while I was gone, and I was excited to come home, and that I loved him, and was really excited. It was going to be a lot of work, and I ended up not going to Santa Monica to the job interview. I called him and turned the job down, told him to take me off the list. So once we were able to open up and allow God to come back into our relationship together, then that's when the changes really started taking place.
At this point, God is leading us just to be more together, being intentional about that. Like, we have date nights consistently now, as opposed to kind of sporadically. We pray with each other each night, which we really never did before. We kind of did it once in a while, but not on a consistent basis. And we really ask each other daily, how are you doing? How was your day? We look out for each other. I think that if you'd have asked us a few years ago, when we were in the midst of the struggle, that we would be together as tightly as we are now, and also in a place where we've never been before, we would probably say no way. But God does things that, like the verse about, you can do more than you ask or imagine. The fact that we're together and strong is a huge deal, but the fact that we're here in a place where Carol wanted to be, and I love it, is amazing.
I'm Carol Crable.
And I'm Bill Crable. This is our City Life story.